I grew up surrounded by music literally from day one. I was born April 20th, '67. Sergeant Pepper came out about 6 weeks later, and I remember listening to Sergeant Pepper, as an infant. My dad was a huge rock fan. In the early '70s, he was a rock and roll DJ. So I grew up listening to records by the Beatles and the Stones and the Who and Zeppelin and Hendrix and the Doors, literally from day one. I was, by the time I was 5 years old, I had a record collection of hundreds of records. I started playing the record player right away, but I didn't begin playing drums till I was about 10 or 11. I got my first drum kit for my 11th birthday. And but for years leading up to that, it was obvious that all of my focus and passion was in music, just because I was such a big music fan at such a young age. And I got a drum set for my 11th birthday, and at that point in my life, my big drum heroes were Ringo and Keith Moon and John Bonham. Still are to this day, but they were the three big role models for me when I first got behind the kit. It was a small little, 4-piece blue sparkle kit, no name brand, but I learned how to play all those early classic rock songs, and then I went through a period in the late '70s where I was really into Kiss, and then later on, the Ramones and stuff like that. So my musical taste went through a lot of different areas. My first band was a band called Intruder, and like most first bands, we played all cover songs. And this was in 1982, and I think I was around 15 or 16 years old, and we were just playing Van Halen and Ozzy and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff. And I spent my first year or two playing in bands doing classic rock and early metal cover songs.